Alright, greetings. I'm Thomas. Tonight's broadcast. Brought to you by Complete and Utter Insanity, as usual. So today is government decline in 2 years or sooner. And then Dracula's castle. I don't know if I'm going to channel that energy, but only reason I connected the Dracula stuff because I've been hearing a lot. I'm not the only one about people that are vampires, vampiring people's energies. They're not exactly like sucking blood, but you got relatives that are relatives that are pulling your energy in relationships and friends. They're just vampiring your energy. So that's why we're on that. So, and then of course you have the Palace Minister. Reptilian Palace Minister, Westminster. West. That's in London. I'll post a picture here about that. And that's like a reptilian palace, obviously. Well, I should, if you don't know what it looks like. So, and the Pisces Constellation, a bunch of fish to lighten things up a little bit, and we'll. So, all right, we'll go into a quick update and go into where I'm trying to get at. This is a quick update here because I'm behind. So I haven't started a comedy private sessions. I'm at the 25th for some people. Same situation here. Jeez, I'm so behind. I think it's, webinar sign up, social network. Rabbits, behind the scenes, and dating site. And then, okay, we're gonna go a little bit backwards here, but I want to go into this while we're on this subject matter. So this is Dracula's castle. You just look up Dracula's castle. It's in Transylvania. I believe it's in Transylvania. I guess if you want to buy it, it might be old. But that's when he's impaling people. And speaking of, so I guess Prince Charles, the royal family are connected to Dracula. No surprise there. So Vlad the Impaler. So we got Vlad the Impaler. So Vlad the Impaler, how is Prince Charles and Queen Elizabeth related to him? Oh, no surprise there. And of course, that's Vlad the Impaler right there. That was about the 15th century. Yeah, nice, lovely guy. Yeah. So this is part of our so people are in love with the Queen. So if you're going to go into the Queen's history and you run into this stuff, are they willing to take this seriously or just laugh it off? But they're kind of doing the same thing now, just in a different way. So, and this is the Palace Westminster. So that has a lot of reptilian energy. It's like a reptilian palace, basically. So yeah, it looks nice and friendly, doesn't it? Nice old archon manipulation going on there. Reptilians, reptilian base, basically. No surprise there. Yeah. So the government decline. I don't know how times I'm going to bring that up, but it's hard to say whether things are going to speed up or who knows. I mean, the gas prices are going up, stuff like that, and it's just going to make things worse and worse for everyone. Who knows? We'll just have to wait and see. But I do feel like the government's going to start breaking down for the next couple of years. So that's like our disclosure. And it is now to see some of these government agencies break down. There's a lot of money that goes into them. Like they don't have any more money. That would be different. When they can't fund themselves anymore, that would be good. So I'm not sure if we're going to go to that level, but we're going to come to that eventually. Like the CIA and all these little gangsters, CIA, FBI, things like that. So if they start losing their funding, yeah, we're going to definitely live in a different world. Then they can't program us like they used to, unless be free. So we'll see where that goes. I can tap into that energy. So yeah, the Westminster stuff. Yeah, that's total mind control there. Yeah, this isn't exactly the brightest connection here, but you know this whole thing about people being vampired all the time. It's true. It's everywhere. It's you can't get away from it. It's not talked about probably that much. Relatives and family members, they do it all the time. They want you to be a certain way and things like that, especially if you live with them. Depends on the person. If they want you to think the way they want you to think, especially if you have relatives dying or doesn't want to die, they'll suck off your energy. I had a relative like that. I have one now that's doing that. So yeah, and then it's just fucked up. So okay, all right, we're gonna tap into government manipulation and a government breakdown. Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it. But that's inevitable where we're heading. So yeah, just it's hard to really say where this is all going, but I guess we'll find out. Maybe sooner than later. But this whole thing's yeah. When that starts to break down, government's no longer as powerful as it used to be. That's when this higher dimensional energies really comes in because you don't have the programming anymore. So that's a good thing. So we just have to wait and see there. So all right, I'll tap into that the best I can, and then we'll move on to Dracula. Might as well, right? Well, get their point of view of how they manipulate. Well, yeah, just get their point of view how they're manipulating people. Jeez, this might be reptilian night. So, all right. Actually, I connect to archon energies. Get a perspective. So, all right. Blessings. Here we go. Greetings. We are the archons. Greetings. Yes, ones that program your society. You have multiple realities at this time that are intertwining into each ourselves to create what you call a reality. So there's several realities that make your full reality. So your government, institutions, music industry plays a big role in creating reality in itself. So think about harmonic tones, like was it the film world where you have images, you have this image and you have that image and you have another image, you put it together and you have one image. That's your reality currently. So there is a lot of sound technologies being implemented, of course, in your mainstream music, but most in your mainstream music, basically keeping you part, not everybody, but society itself under a mental control. So and it has to, the belief systems are baked into it also. Some of you have already heard of sublime images or sounds, and that is a lot of that comes from the reptilians of basically keeping you going backwards, descent. You want to break up a relationship. You don't want to be in this relationship. You don't want to be with anybody, or you want chaos. You want World War III. That's the type of thing they put out there. They put it through television too. Some of these news broadcasters, as they're talking, you might be able to feel the energies coming from it. Not that you need to look at those things, but feel because you're going to become more sensitive to how these programs are working. Even seeing news broadcasters as they shapeshift because they can't keep their form anymore. Well, to your average person, yes, their form will continue, but those of you who are shifting your vibrations, you might even see a skeleton talking, doing news broadcasts. Even politicians might look like reptilians to some of you because that's the agenda. Doesn't mean they're reptilian. Most likely they are, but not always. Sometimes it's just the agenda that they've agreed upon. So yes, this is a time of shifting out of the third dimension of knowing more of how this operation fully, how this is all put together. So some of you that are elevating yourselves into a higher density field will just see how all this, not exactly how everything's put together, but slowly you'll see how the infrastructure is layered on. And government is basically is like the lock on your planet. And there's many locks, government locks, embassies, it's locks of your reality. So as you unlock your world, they no longer have the power as they used to. So they begin to dissipate and destroy themselves. Or it's happened. You see the Roman times, Greek times, even Egyptians. Of course, Egyptians still had the pyramids because that's part of your awakening. It's a beacon. It's to show there's much more going on to the world. The pyramids could have technically been removed, but of course, that's part of your access. How your world is, why your world is the way it is too. It's like a magnet, correct? So yeah, and as you shift your vibrations, yes, your world will go off axis. As you shift into a new vibrations, yes, continents will move and all of this. So it's just keeping you at the vibration that is necessary for right now, but only for right now. So that's why everything is moving slow like a river for right now. So archon beings, yes, your 2-year dissipation of your government. Some might see it sooner, some might see later. It's basically you're not, I mean, society itself is letting go, releasing, and even government has an expiration date of how it is. We're going to a new formation of itself, like the death of the Soviet Union, basically. This is kind of the same thing, just done in a different way. So it's a different type of decline, but it's the same thing. So while even here, the United States caused a lot of death and destruction across the world, of course, censored, but not for long. Even like in World War II, yes, a lot of death and destruction was realized afterwards, years and years afterwards, of how much manipulation was done. And that's we're going to start learning more about what the United States have done across the world over the next few years. Where, yes, a lot of the darkness is going to start revealing itself. So that's all we have for you at this time. Blessings. Greetings to you. We are the Reptilians collective, human, a neutral reptilian collective. So yes, there's a lot of alien refugees here. Some of you feel like you're from another planet. Of course, it's not always going to make it clear, but some of you have been brought here on a galactic level. Some of you like signed up for it to help your planet be released from the Earth prison. So there are other planets that are under Earth's control. I don't think you have that memo anywhere, but they're not necessarily in the star system. Well, other beings are controlling this planet, yes, but this planet's also controlling other realities, and some of you come from those planets to unlock your planet from this world, to bring your music, to bring your art, to bring whatever it is, yourself, your disease, not your disease, but yourself, your diplomatic ways to unlock your planet. You might feel like you're connected to Venus, Mars, and so of course there's a portion of Mars of manipulating the planet, but also release Mars from all of this. So there's a little bit of everything going on. So if you look at your world like a country, and you have other planets or other countries, this might make a little bit more sense. Yes, this planet is invading other worlds. Obviously, it's not showing itself for obvious reasons. Think of like space is like a big ocean. Not that hard to figure that one out. And you don't know what's going on out there. Well, that is what you're here to reveal among yourselves. What's going on out there, at least on a psychic level for right now. And eventually it'll come realization when the time is right in a physical form. So yeah, there's things there. It's a lot of alien beings that are like highly positive were brought here and used, and their energy was manipulated here. And a lot of it's in religion, a lot of it's in their spiritual community, a lot of it's your so-called teachers when it's actually manipulating everyone. We're just giving you a perspective. You can take it or leave it, doesn't really matter. But there are other planets. So some of you come from other worlds to unlock this planet. That's the main message here. And it's not always the easiest. Like, what's your planet? It might not make itself clear at this time. Eventually, it will. You know you're from somewhere else, right? And it's usually a place better than this one. So if you start visualizing what the hell that ever looks like, it might come to you. It might not be clear at this moment, but you're all from some of you come from other universes. So you're here to unlock the planet, basically. And there's certain levels of awakening that you can go through. So that's what many of you are going through at this time. And some aren't really ready for all of this. Basically, you're going to an awakening where you can see these beings physically. Not just for because you're connected to their frequencies. And seeing them helps you in your life. It's the reason why they aren't showing up and doing, aliens aren't showing up doing signatures, book signings and shit like that. Going to concerts and doing a song. Well, because is it going to help you in your evolution? Is it going to help you in your life? Is it going to, like, if you have an alien starts to appear to you physically, what can you bring to humanity to unlock humanity from all of this? So you're going into that phase. Obviously, when that occurs is still up in the air. But some of you can feel those vibrations already connecting to you. Well, yeah, you're unlocking the locks on many levels. That's the government buildings. You're releasing those energies. You're just releasing the manipulations. That's why you're going in astral. The astral wars are usually government wars to a certain extent. The shadow wars. And some of you go off planet to your home planet to relax, release, heal. You come back here to know more about yourself. So it's a battle that's not normal. It's not supposed to make any sense here. Not right now. So the inner battle is basically you're bringing your planet's energy here for others to connect to themselves, know more about themselves. So many of you are doing that currently. It's just you feel that there's a block there. Feel those blockages start releasing over time. We don't have a time frame for that. No one ever does. Well, because yes, there's a snake manipulation here. Yes, it does come from ancient Egypt. It does come from your reptilian or Anunnaki? Of course, reptilians, of course. But they use reptilians against humans too. Well, of course, we always get the blame for everything, and that's quite right. Well, you're having the human experience through the feline, through the canine, through the reptilian, through the fish, and so forth. A lot of the canines here are actually foxes. Some of you have fox energy, don't even realize it. Some of you have pony energies, don't even aware of it. So, and of course, there's insectoid energies. Interesting, though, for you. Your scientists, a lot of them are insect beings. You usually connect to the grays as scientists, but a lot of them are insects. Of course, they're in human form, but they have insect lifetimes. They're not really social. They're just kind of working on stuff all the time. A lot of them are very good at genetic engineering, better than any reptilian being, because that's all they do. They just focus on what they're doing. And they don't really have a daily life. They don't, get the paper at night. They can telepathically connect to things and do their work. They can talk to many people at once and still do their work. And they're just workaholics, basically. There are some not all insects that are like that, but quite a few. So it's just obviously it's not an energy that's connected to very often for obvious reasons. But if you visualize that, you can probably see it. Of course, that's not what your average human would want to see. Yeah, a big cockroach. Well, cockroaches have a different vib- they have a different. But a lot of the insects are. One moment. We're not getting the which race is not the cricket and the mantis are usually your scientists. Cockroach has a different realm altogether. Cockroach can't do those things, but they have other business. They're not gonna go. They're like the military bugs. As some of you know, you get invaded every once in a while. So, and then the hornets are also military bugs, also. So yes, your Westminster energies, of course, that's a reptilian layer. It's a draconian layer, and there's a lot. It's a portal for draconian manipulation. As you become more aware of yourself, you'll see probably giant bugs on the building itself, even spiders, continuing this reality. So the third eye is going to start to unlock greatly for some of you, those that really want to see these things. Well, that's your path. Your path is to see these things and heal it and talk about all these crazy things that you're seeing, especially if you see a giant, spider on top of a building, things of that. It's all going to become slowly more come clear. Now you have insect beings that are more like diamonds, and those are more positive energies. The darker ones, obviously, are the ones causing a lot of trouble here. So that's all we have. The Dracula. Well, Dracula brought in a lot of reptilian energies. It was like to take humans to its lowest. Yeah, to really just demote the human as much as possible. Take it down as far down. Just do horrible things. And of course, it's being covered up. It is because there's a lot more that happened back then that's being remembered, and that's another part of the history that has to be healed. So yeah, it's gonna be healing sites like these. You're doing your own healing internally, and that's a lot, but also healing the earth, especially battlegrounds like that. Now it's seen as a tourist attraction, which is fine, but there's still a lot of darkness there. Yeah, if you go underground there, it's not very friendly because the energy's never left. Blessings. Greetings. We are the Pisces constellation. Greetings to you. Yes, we are about healing the soul of healing worlds. Of course, we are always to be a part of a society like yours. All this world, yes, is many worlds in one. As you are probably feeling that, it is, yes, quite a strange place. It is within it. It will be unlocked. You're going into that phase of, well, how many really want? That's why many of you incarnate here to unlock the mysteries, the truth, the ones that are painful mysteries. Yes, like the Dracula energy. Well, we do believe some of that will come back to the queen eventually. The queen is kind of the people that are protecting the queen, not just the government, but it's also the people. People are afraid of her. Do you really want that to be unlocked? It can be. It will be. You can say she's sticking around for herself to be exposed. So, yes, there's a lot of spells keeping her alive. But she doesn't necessarily have to be here anymore. But you can say that the government regime that's protecting her will be exposed. That's where you're heading, isn't it? all of this is coming to an end. It has to be revealed, and this is the year of the revelation. Revelation is not the apocalypse. It might be the apocalypse for those that are going through it. Yes, deep truths, yes. Within your London, yes, there's many demonic energies all through it, everywhere. Well, it's a lower astral city for the most part. And they need buildings like that. You might see a demonic being crawling on a building. Yeah, they feast on it. Well, people aren't aware of all these things. Not we're aware of they told magic is fake when it's actually real. So how they can possess people. So yes, your demonic realms are creating your reality currently. They're here to erase that or heal it, understand it better, understand why these regimes are ever put here to begin with. Some of it's Anunnaki, some of it was, yes, for humans to learn from the physical. They became darker so they can, humans became darker so they can be more part of this physical experience. And that's where your Illuminati came in and it got out of control, you can say. Depends on how you look at it. But it basically, it was to cut out the alien energies here, and that's true. Well, humans here wanted, yes, they wanted to understand the physical side of things, how it is to be human in this form. And this world has a lot more darkness than other planets. Instead of just the alien just stepping aside, so okay, fine, we'll be here somewhere, and you can just be a human. But humans here became vicious towards aliens, cut them out of your reality altogether, and just continued to lower the Earth's vibration. Now, not all humans wanted that. You can say there's a cabal energy. Well, this is where darkness hides within your universe, yes. Universe pain of this universe has not been accepted by other universes. I know that sounds a little bit strange there. I mean, how many is really thinking that way? Is this universe like not accepted by other universes? I mean, how many have that kind of conversation? So yes, it is creating its own identity. In doing so, it created a lot of darkness by doing so. It was created through darkness, you could say. And that's how it, it created, it wanted personality. It has a lot of personality. Probably more personality than most universes. Well, maybe not all, but quite a few. It wanted, this universe fights other universes. I don't think you're aware of that either. It's not part of your conversation. It's about how you're going to pay the rent, who likes you, who doesn't, how's your hair. Hair is very important here. Nothing wrong with that. Of course, if you have no hair, it makes it easier. But you wonder what your universe is doing, what your aliens do all the time. Well, some of them are defending their own planets from invaders from other universes, other planets. This universe is trying to even itself, become kinder, nicer, but it's been a kind of a dictatorship itself. Of course, you're not seeing that here. Well, you are seeing parts of it. You are seeing dictatorships here. But seeing the universe itself healing that vibration, well, you heal this earth, you heal the universe itself too. You're feeling the wounds of the universe itself. It's quite immense. Well, you see the cults that are here, the cult religions, how some may have certain belief systems. They can't eat meat on a certain day. They can't do this. They have to be a certain way. That is everywhere in the universe, that mentality, in different ways. Not always in the higher dimensions, but it varies. It can't be. But that's the mentality. Yeah, the hard. It just, this world is so shut off from the universe. Well, that's coming to an end. Yes, as they're dabbling more UFO disclosures here, it's a window into another realm, slowly. So us as Pisces energies, our worlds, of course, at a higher vibration, we can make ourselves known if we can make ourselves disappear at the same time, especially when we have beings here that are not very kind. They can't always see us. Sometimes they can, sometimes they can't. If they can, that means They're dark, but they have light within themselves. So that's what your world is learning too. It's where your human race is going to learn basically how to connect to your planet. Because everyone's going to be talking to their world, your world eventually. Now you already are, you're just not aware of it. We're trying to get through your own life first, which is right. But as you go to a certain vibration, you'll be feeling the Earth's energy more clearly. As some already do this already, but it become more a part of society itself. Basically, majority of society will have their intuition connected to the world itself, and knowing that the world's having a good day, bad day. If it's in the sixth dimension, the fifth dimension, the ninth dimension, wherever it might be, there's pockets all around. And yes, you'll see dimensions, portals open up in the sky. Beings come through it. Sometimes they're friendly, sometimes they're not. So if an unfriendly species comes through that portal in the sky or wherever, we'll just say it's in the sky, that means the Earth has darkness somewhere you have to heal. You got to find that pinpoint of how they got here. So that's the energy field you're going towards. So this has all been, yes, fun or not fun in the physical realms, but you're still going to have a physical reality, of course, for quite some time. But you're going to start understanding it more on an alien level. So this has all become more a spiritual conspiracy theory. As humans in their fear find us all frightening. Of course they do. Well, they've been taught that darkness is normal. And yes, I guess it is normal, but you don't have to wear it like a blanket. You don't have to wear fear all around you as many do. That's where you're going into a new energy field. Where fear is an idea, but not, it's a distant idea. It's not it's consuming majority of your planet at this time. Of course, if you live in many places, especially if you live in Africa or even South America, yeah, it's understood. But it's to not be fearful in a place of fear. So that's the energy you're going into. Yeah, you have less fear, the less problems you'll have. You'll still have problems, but you'll be able to handle them better than most people.